You shift your glare to his hands and realize he's only feeding your horse some hay. You feel a mite bit sheepish.
I just noticed this remarkable fellow looked rather hungry. So, I hope you... I take it he's yours?
What's it to you?
Oh, my apologies. I didn't mean to pry. Pardon my forwardness, but if you're planning on staying the night, you might want to consider moving on Cortez Creek. We've had some trouble with horse thieves, and I'd hate to see your horse here fall into the...
He pauses, glancing at your horse.
Delivery secure, and I'll make sure...
Whatever. Fine.
You walk with the man as he leads your horse to the stables. A short distance.
Here we are.
How much for one night's boarding?
You hand him the money.
Much obliged. Oh, and I'm Tom, by the way.
He smiles and gives your extended hand a shake.
Nice to meet you. You're new to Cortez Creek, aren't you? Let me guess. You're a bounty hunter here on business.
Huh? How could you tell?
You just seem the type, that's all.
Whatever that means. I came here for the bounty on little Louis Shepherd, but looks like I'm...
Oh? How's that?
The sheriff just announced that he's already been caught.
Is that so?
He looks straight down at his hands as he adjusts your horse's reins. He does...
I heard some people talking about wildfire.
I'm sorry. I'm probably not the best person to ask about these sort of things. I try to keep to myself. Just me, the horses, and the cattle. You could say I like to keep things in my life as stable as possible. Get it?
Oh, Lord have mercy. That is one terrible pun. So, have you always lived in Cortez Creek?
Yep, Cortez, born and raised. It's a beautiful place. At least it was until things got a little,
Rough around the edges.
Well, it's not too often a town gets a second gold rush. But unfortunately for Cortez Creek, these sort of people also draw a considerable number of
He glances away, looking uneasy.
Can you tell me more?
You'd be better off asking someone else.
He swallows hard.
What's with this guy? Why does he seem so uncomfortable all of a sudden? Well, I better find some place to stay for the night. Thanks for looking out for my horse. And by the way, he does have a name. Sorry for my rudeness earlier.
It's quite all right. I get it. Can't be too careful in this town.
Are you gonna watch the hanging tonight?
Oh no, I've seen enough hangings.
Ah, and I almost forgot.
You take the carrots out of your bag.
I bought these earlier. Feel free to share them up between the horses.
That's very kind of you. I'll be sure to do that.
See you around, Tom.
You take care.
You retrace your steps to the town square, and a man stands up.
Howdy, traveler.
Yes, please.
Wonderful. Follow me.
He chases away one last rep before opening the hotel.
I dare say you can't. We're awfully busy here at the best of times. Horrid little man, that little Louis. Glad he's getting what he deserves.
Did you know him?
Not personally, no. But one... Anyway, it's just...
Yes. I'll be leaving come and not a moment later.
a pity. Well, I'll give you... Mind you, you're not...
No.
That's just as well. That'll be one...
You reach for your purse. Every coin you... And have missed it so now. You stifle a yawn with the back of your hand.
If you plan on catching a bit of shut-eye before the hang...
That won't be necessary.
Well, I'll give your door...
You scoff at the knowing look.
Sure.
The man cheerfully shows you to your room. To your relief, there's not a... But you pause. There's a peculiar scent. On the bedside table, you spot their tips glow amber. emitting an aromatic smoke of cedarwood and saffron.
At least it smells better than the stench of this town. I'll leave it burning for now.
The mere sight of your bed makes your legs feel weak. After all, your horse. The knock awakens you. You hear the familiar boom.
Crowd's starting to get. You best get down there to secure a good spot.
You head down to the town square, where the place is heaving with excitement and grim anticipation. The sheriff steps out of his building and makes his way up the platform. Two jeers are up from the crowd at the sight of the small man who has been gagged, and the sheriff hushes them before beginning.
Ladies and gentlemen, good people of Cortez, we are gathered here this evening to witness the final and definitive serving of justice to one heinous individual who has for many months. I am of course referring to one Louis Amos Theodore Shepard, known in these parts as Little Louis.
There's a ghost of a smile on the sheriff's face. He seems to be enjoying the spectacle.
His capture is a triumph for the cooperation of bounty hunters, benefactors, and law enforcement alike.
There are more cheers of approval from the crowd. The sheriff is clearly popular with the townspeople. You look over at Little Louis as Sheriff Hargreave continues his speech. He has painful-looking bruises across his face.
The man standing before us has been found guilty by the 11 counts of murder, 8 counts of armed robbery, 4 counts of arson, 7 counts of criminal graffiti and unlawful fear-mongering, kidnap, perjury, bigamy, perverting the course of justice, extortion.
Little Louis shakes his head desperately as the long list of charges is read out, earning him a kick in the back of the legs by the ring. A woman in front of you turns to her.
You mean that one little fella? Did all those detestable? What a wicked man.
As you cast your eyes over the crowd before you, they land on a particular figure, a man. Unlike the rest of the spectators, his face is turned to the crowd rather than the gallows, and you're not sure what exactly it is, but something about the sheriff reaches the end of Little Louis's extensive list of crimes, and a noose is lowered around Little Louis's neck. A sense of The sheriff steps toward.
Ordinarily at this point, I would ask the Little Louis Shepard, may God have mercy.
He pulls the lever, and a great creak echoes. The crowd breaks out doing it, and then a movement amongst the crowd catches the mysterious outlaw. You watch as he weaves his way through the crowd so seamlessly, it's like you stare in alarm as he swipes something.
Surely someone else must have spotted him.
But no, maybe this. Besides, the reward.
Though, this guy looks dangerous.
Your heart stops as he glances over in your direction. Your eyes meet, the furious glare of his gaze boring into you like a hot poker. Then, just as quickly as he saw you, he keeps moving, further and further through to the other side of the crowd, before he disappears.
Fuck it. Let's get this guy.
You push through the crowd in the direction of the out. By the time you get.
Like hell I'm giving up. The guy can't have gotten far.
You take the path to the right. You continue running down the path, and stop in your tracks as you observe him.
What the hell is this? Is this paint or...
You reach out your hand and wipe it's wet, still weak. You look at your finger.
What kind of drunk leaves a message like this?
You frown. Turn it on. You freeze as the air feels.
Hands above your head.
You slowly lower your hand to the gun in your hold. Then, your ears deafen as the man fires a warning. You feel the rush of air as the bullet flies. You decide to do what he says and raise your arms. You find yourself standing face. He has an icy, uneasy aura about him.
What do you know?
It's not a question.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
He gestures his gun.
Then explain this.
You can't help but notice the man has an English accent, ironically, making him seem even more.
The graffiti? I have no idea. I promise. I just found it.
Your bag. Give it to me. Slowly.
With his gun in your face, you really have no choice. He crouches down and searches through it with one hand, presumably looking for the incriminating red paint. His other hand continues to hold the gun steadily at your face.
Maybe when he finds I don't have any paint, he'll let me go. But right now he's distracted. This could be my chance to shoot him first and hand him in.
You quickly reach for your gun, but before you can even draw it, he fires a shot. The bullet goes straight through your neck. Within a matter of seconds, you're dead.
Maybe when he finds I don't have any paint. But right now he's distracted. This could...
Sure enough, he finishes rummaging through your bag, finding... He tosses the bag back to you. You scramble to pick it up.
What do you know about little Louis?
The criminal?
He narrows his eyes, waiting for you.
Only his crimes. Nothing more. Honestly.
Then what are you doing in court?
I saw there was a bounty in his name, so I came. As soon as I arrived, I found out he'd already... But that's all I know. I promise.
A few moments pass, and then the man seems to relax. He places his gun back in his holster, all the while not taking his eyes off you.
I can tell that you're not from around here. You wear it on you like a brand.
You shuffle your feet nervously under his exacting gaze.
Heed my warning. Don't get involved in business that doesn't concern you.
Is that helpful advice? Or a threat?
He glares at you, almost like he can read your thoughts.
I have no interest in helping you. I simply expect you to stay out of my way.
What's your name?
He scowls.
That's not really relevant, is it?
His eyes shift to the space behind you, and you people will be returning to their houses, and you twist to look over your shoulder and see people beginning to fill the when you turn back.
Well, there goes my chance at getting his bounty. But who was that guy? And what was he implying about little Louis?
The encounter with the outlaw. After recollecting your bearings, you find a building adorned with...
Well, this'll do.
The saloon doors creak shut behind you. You spot a few empty tables at the far end of the saloon. A good night's sleep, and you'll be up at dawn, ready to leave this sewer pit of a town. You approach the man behind the bar.
Welcome to Randy's Saloon. I'm Randy. May I get a fine individual such as...
Whiskey. And can I get something to eat with that?
Sure, we got...
You look around at the nearby tables.
Sure.
Randy's toothy...
It'll just take a moment. Aye, that's one more order of Randy's famous buffalo stew. Burley Hank.
You rest your arms on the bar counter before quickly realizing that was a bad idea.
Well then, traveler. What brings you to Cortez?
I came here in hopes of catching the criminal little Louis.
Oh, a bounty hunter.
He places your drink on.
Anyway, I figured you were either here for the hang, or perhaps you're just one of those outlaw types that this fine town seems to attract. Which is absolutely tip-top A-okay, don't get me wrong. All are welcome in Randy's Saloon, you see. Me being Randy.
You glance towards...
Hell, this guy's insufferable. How long does it take to serve up some gray slop?
Did you catch the hanging?
Yes, I did.
I missed it myself. You had to keep the doors of Randy's Saloon open, you understand. Just as well, really. That little Lou wouldn't have felt right to watch him go.
A look of melancholy flashes across.
You knew him?
Sure did. Small little guy, that little Lou. I knew he could be a sneaky son of a gun when he wanted to be, but I couldn't have guessed the extent of what he got up to. He was dull as dishwater.
What do you mean, a sneaky...
Well, he was a bit of a rascal. That little Louis. Thief from a few of the townsfolk. Thief from me too, in fact. But kidnapping? Murder? What I mean is, played us all for a fool.
I see.
I dare say I'm glad. Hopefully now with Hick knows we need, and if anyone was gonna...
Wildfire again? Can you tell me about Wildfire?
Randy looks at you.
Really? Surely a bounty hunter such as yourself knows all...
Well, I'm not from around these parts.
What parts of those, Australia? I figured any bounty hunter worth their salt would have heard about Wildfire. Well, Wildfire's the fiercest bounty hunter this side of Mississippi. Yes, sirree. Can shoot a man down in the blink of an eye. And speaking of eyes, that Wildfire has a gaze as cold as ice.
Randy shudders and stares off into the distance.
As cold as ice? Maybe that mysterious outlaw I encountered earlier was Wildfire all along.
Before you can ask anything more,
And here's your Randy's famous. You enjoy that now, and make sure to eat it.
it's just as gray and sad looking up close. But by this point, you're starving, so you're not about to complain. You pay Randy, take the stew and your drink, and walk to a table on the opposite side. As you settle into your seat, you glance around the saloon, your eyes scan, only to catch sight of a woman instead. The air is so dark and smoky that then you hear a yell, followed by the sound.
What did you just say?
I said what I said.
I didn't ask for your lip.
The first man grabs a glass bottle from the
Looks like I need a...
This ain't my rodeo. I'm not getting...
The exchange is pumped. You glance across the saloon. It's the same. There are hushed whispers.
Didn't I just put you away?
Don't talk to me like know your place. You and the rest of you bootlickers. I don't know why y'all actually... I'll show you.
You watch as he reaches, but before he can draw, the honky-tonk piano falters mid-tune. You look back at the woman.
Take your pathetic counterfeit self. Don't make me waste a bullet on you.
After a few tense moments, the man grumbles in resignation, and you hear some more whispers before... Almost immediately, then, you sense the woman glance. In that moment, you could have really... Santana de la Mora.
Santana? Is that you?
She raises an eyebrow, and the corner...
It's you?
Taking this as an invitation, you grab your untouched... Santana barely acknowledges you as you take a seat. She places a cigar between her lips. The silence stretches.
So, what do you reckon makes Rand...
She raises an eyebrow at your choice of question.
I suppose it's famous for...
You laugh quiet.
Do you live here now, in Cortez Creek? Or are...
Oh, you know, I'm here and there.
That's not much of an answer.
And you? Just visiting to collect a bounty here?
How is it that everyone here seems to know my business? I guess gossip travels fast in Cortez.
Santana smirks.
Actually, I just overheard. Which bounty was that?
I was after that little Louis guy. But someone got...
Santana smirks and takes fear and more awkward silence.
I don't know. Maybe you had the same problem. Everyone treats me like an outsider and like who this Wildfire guy is. Frankly, I'm sick of hearing about him. He's just another bounty hunter.
Well, they do say that Wildfire's the...
Oh yeah?
If he's as good as they say, why would he waste his time being a bounty hunter, chasing after pedigree? Why not do something practical with that talent?
You frown, unsure if she meant that as an insult to you, having just announced yourself as a bounty hunter, but a quick glance at her face suggests she meant no offense. She's staring thoughtfully, your gaze...
Huh. What an odd sight for someone with such
You're tempted to ask her. Most folk wouldn't. Then again, but before you can ask...
This little Louis Shepherd. I presume you attended the hanging. What did you make of him?
I don't know. Something maybe seemed a little... off.
You don't look at her directly, but you feel her...
Off? In what way?
I mean, he looked pretty... He probably thought he was smart enough to get away.
Maybe it's just your imagination, but she lets out a sigh and it goes silent between the two.
Why do you ask?
Santana just looks at you and leans back into her chair. Her sizing up your... A few moments pass and it becomes clear. Santana certainly seems harder to read than you remember. It's difficult to put your finger on exactly how. Perhaps she's a bounty hunter too. And which would explain why she resorted to drinking away her sorrows.
How long are you staying in Cortez Creek?
Me? Just the one. The only reason I came here was for the bounty on little Louis. But now that's no... Cortez Creek ain't exactly my idea of a good time. Plus,
Santana, just as you think you've finally managed to warm her up enough to get some semblance of...
Shame you're not sticking around any longer. It might have been fun to put you in your world.
You perk up. But before you can...
It's go. Nearest buffalo isn't for 500 miles.
Without waiting for a response, the memories of your youth are patchy. But even now, she carries that same aura you remember. Like an untamed... You glance down at your stomach growls. You swallow down the tough, dry meat after emptying your bowl, you wipe your mouth with the back of your hand.
Well, how is Ray?
are you kidding? It was disgusting. Are you trying to poison me?
I'm mighty sorry. I swear poison folks ain't on my agenda.
Yeah, you do that.
Oh, before you go, mighty impressive.
Acquainted? What?
Why, acquainted with Wildfire. Real good job, charming. Clearly, you got some kind of way with the ladies that simple folk like me.
He walks away to serve.
Santana? Santana is Wildfire?
Mercifully, nights in Cortez Creek. You make your way back to the hotel. You feel a bit foolish, realizing no wonder she spent...
Why didn't she just tell me?
But, if she was Wildfire, that would make her the recipient of that massive bounty on little Louis. So if she had all that money, and her comment at the end, she wanted you to stay...
Who am I kidding? She was just saying that to be polite. Or maybe she was even being sarcastic. Anyway, there's no way she meant it like that.
You ponder the comment in your head. You didn't like Cortez Creek one bit, that's for sure. But truth be told, you like the idea of leaving town empty-handed. You might be willing to stay if there were more bounties. Despite Santana's half-hearted invitation to stay, you stick with your plan. Up at dawn, saddle your horse, and ride out. You turn the corner to the last stretch of path to your hotel. The air feels heavier. Quiet. Then, out of the shadows...
A thief? Or the mysterious outlaw again?
You instinctively reach for your gun.
I won't take...
She lowers her hands and takes a...
You seek gold. There's an enormous wealth...
Her cryptic words raise dozens...
What's this parcel?
It will help you to find...
It has been a long... You find yourself taking...
Look, lady, I don't have the slightest clue what you're talking about. You clearly have me mistaken for somebody else. I have no link to this town. I'm not here to solve your puzzles. I just can't. And I missed my chance. So I'm not sticking around.
The woman flinches at your tongue. You feel a pang of...
It needs to be you, because I've watched you. You're true of heart. An outsider. Someone who's judged. This town needs you. Whether you realize it or not. You are the only one.
You hesitate.
I've said more than I should. I must go. The fog.
Hang on. What do you want me to do with...
But your plea is left unanswered as the woman disappears back into the shadow. What did she mean by an enormous wealth right below her? You tap your heel against the dirt, half expecting a... You're aware of the gold mine up in the hill. At that moment, you remember the canvas. Common sense tells you not to open it here. Holding it up to the moonlight, the fabric falls away to reveal a folded piece of parchment and a small gold. So why does it feel like the start of something much bigger? A jolt of awareness snaps you back to your... The gold isn't the... Her way of telling you, your heart pounding. You unfold the piece of parchment. But as you squint at the paper... Miller SLS. All that... You stare at the... But it doesn't. Perhaps these words are only part of the story. Clutching the paper in one hand and the gold